Forcing change is counterproductive. Once we change the picture, it becomes the job of the creative subconscious to get the picture to match our reality. The job of the subconscious, in order to preserve sanity, is to make me act like the person I see myself to be. I cannot consistently act otherwise. The challenge is to change the way I see myself to be. Our past mistake was in trying hard to be different from our picture. It is that very trying that will cause us anxiety, and to avoid change. Our self-image controls our performance, and we automatically and effortlessly act the way we see ourselves to be. If we try to force ourselves not to smoke, to lose weight, or to make any change in our lives, without first changing the picture, we have to push ourselves to make the change. As long as we consciously focus on the change we desire, we will make progress. But the moment we forget to exert conscious effort, we will go back to our old habits, because we are always going to act like the person we see ourselves to be. When we force ourselves to change, we place tremendous stress and tension on our nervous system, because we are forcing ourselves to be different than our subconscious picture. The moment we let go, we return to our dominant picture or controlling mechanism. Using affirmations and visualizations reprograms our picture. If we do this, we no longer need to force change. It is also important that while you are visualizing yourself like the new person, you just go on behaving like you always behave. Don't force yourself to be like the new person. Don't try hard to be like what you are affirming or picturing. Just relax and be yourself. Remember, we are altering the subconscious automatic guidance system. We are not concerned about our current behavior or performance. If we change the picture, the change in our behavior and performance follows automatically. Just go on acting daily like your old self. If you are using affirmations and imagery, the new is changing little by little. Pretty soon you will automatically be like the person you wish to be. It is worth mentioning again. Do not try to change your performance or behavior. Change the picture first. The biggest mistake that most people make is that they try to outrun their picture. Some people have difficulty getting a clear picture in their mind. There are people who hear more, or feel more than they actually visualize, so they don't get a good clear picture. These people are non-visionaries. If you are a non-visionary, you will probably have a heightened subjective sense of feeling. If this is true for you, just concentrate on the feeling instead of the picture. Sometimes we don't get a good clear picture, because we are not relaxed enough. In the section titled, Relax in Chapter 9, I will give you a relaxation technique that will help you to relax your mind and body, so that your subconscious is more receptive to your affirmations and imagery. It helps to take a look at the areas of your life that you are avoiding, or having difficulty with. Then visualize yourself in the situation you are avoiding, or having difficulty with, acting in a way that would be more appropriate for you to be. Visualize the skill level, the characteristics, and the qualities you want to express. Soon you will act and behave like your picture. Once it takes hold in your subconscious, you don't need to affirm it, or visualize it anymore. Just go out and be you. What you have done, is to control, and consciously decide what the new you would be like. For example, if you choose to be a non-smoker, picture yourself in a situation where you would normally have a cigarette. See yourself with nothing in your hand. If your image is clear enough, it will be as though you didn't have a cigarette that one time. Record it subconsciously, and feel the satisfaction of the accomplishment. This will make impression upon your subconscious mind. As far as your subconscious is concerned, for that one time you were a non-smoker, you actually did not smoke. Once you've repeated this image over and over, you will make a change from a smoker to a non-smoker easily and without effort. In the meantime, if you want to have a cigarette, go ahead and have one. If you don't, throw the cigarette away. Once the picture changes, you will give it up without stress or effort. If you feel you are shy, picture yourself with your best friends. Now project yourself into a new, unfamiliar situation, perhaps in a crowded room, or at a party. See yourself just as confident and relaxed as you are with your friends. Feel the sense of accomplishment. Repeat that kind of scene over and over again, and your subconscious will think you have done it like that many times. When you actually get in that situation, you will act like yourself. What is yourself? The way you have been picturing yourself to be. Identify with the new image, Not just any kind of imagery changes the subconscious image of reality. If that were so, all you would have to do is watch TV and your subconscious picture would change. The only kind of imagery that will alter the subconscious image of reality is experiential imagery. We must clearly identify with the imagery. If I observe somebody else do something, say to myself, "That's the way they do it. I'm not doing it, they are doing it." I must personally experience it in my mind. I must see myself, not someone else, accomplishing the end result. If you can't see yourself being, doing, or having it, you won't get there. All permanent and lasting change comes from the inside out. Any other change is temporary. You have been using affirmations and imagery all of your life. What you want to do from now on is to learn how to control them, so they will work for you instead of against you. The actual process of applying affirmations and imagery is called imprinting. You now have a sufficient overview concerning affirmations and imagery to learn the techniques of imprinting. Chapter 7 Techniques for Imprinting. Deciding to change a habit, attitude or personal situation does not automatically bring about the change desired. The decision to make the change is only the first step. Further action is required in order to effect a change in your subconscious self-image. We have learned that your goal is the mental picture of what you want. When you write down the goal, it becomes an affirmation. The process of doing this is called imprinting. Imprinting now is the deliberate control of thoughts and pictures of the kind of changes we want to make. The imprinting occurs when our subconscious mind accepts the new visual image of the end result. Imprinting is a three-step process. 1. You affirm your goal. 2. You picture the end result. 3. You feel the emotion that goes along with accomplishing the goal. Let's talk about each step, so that we are absolutely clear on the procedure. Step 1. Affirm your goal. An affirmation is simply a statement of fact or belief that is written out in a personal, positive, present tense form, as though the goal were already a reality. When you write out your affirmations, you deliberately control the programming of your subconscious by directing the visual picture to the end result you want. Step 2. Picture the end result. Picture and experience in your mind the accomplishment of the end result. See yourself actively involved in the accomplishment. This is called constructive synthetic visualization or virtual reality. It works on the theory of displacement. You are displacing the old picture and old self-image with the new. Remember, we will move toward the goal that we picture. Step 3. Feel the emotion that goes along with accomplishment. The subconscious responds to feelings more than to words. It isn't respond any better to positive feelings than to negative feelings. It just responds to feelings. The more emotion or feeling we can put behind an idea, the faster it will manifest. So feeling and emotion are very important for impact. It can be said that our affirmation will manifest in direct proportion to the frequency with which we use picturing and emotional involvement. What you want to do is see to yourself accomplishing the end result, while feeling the joy and satisfaction of the accomplishment. All three steps are necessary for successful imprinting. If you just read your affirmations, you can expect about a 10% success rate. If you read and visualize the end result, you can expect about a 55% success rate. If you read your affirmations, picture the end result, and feel the emotion behind the accomplishment of what you are picturing, you can expect a 100% success rate. The power of affirmations. We talked briefly about affirmations in Chapter 6. Why are affirmations so powerful? Simply stated, the persistent repetition of an affirmation idea, especially when coupled with visualization and emotion, conditions the mind to see things differently. The affirmation eventually becomes installed as a consistent thought. Since our consistent thoughts become our reality, affirmations are the key to changing our reality. Do affirmations really work? Perhaps you are one of those people who think affirmations are useless or don't work. Or, you may be one of those people who believe that in theory affirmations are a good idea, but in reality they don't deliver on their promise. Many people try using affirmations, but then quit using them. I often have people tell me, I tried using affirmations and they don't work. In truth, however, they do work. They are highly reliable, and do indeed attract that which is affirmed. If you have not been successful in using affirmations, here is why they don't seem to work. This is important, so please pay attention. Affirmations seem to be ineffective only because there is a missing piece to the affirmation process that has gone unrecognized.